Welcome to Thoroughbred Action at Gulfstream Park. Brian Natta with you on a 10-race Saturday here in Hollandale Beach. Of course, the big news Sunday, mandatory payout on the Rainbow, but we've got a big one today, over $650,000 in the estimated pool. Let's send it upstairs to track announcer Pete Aiello for your course and your weather conditions.
Chamber of Commerce weather conditions today with sunny skies and temperatures in the mid-70s. The main track fast, the Tapeta track fast, the turf course firm. In race 1, there are no changes. Racing at Gulfstream, Sergeant Sinatra off poorly. Frisson was away well from his inside draw and sends hard for the early advantage from Breezer, who comes away to challenge. 3 wide, cut him loose, far outside, Happy Flyer. Painted Blue tightened up and angles over. Then Decisive Pride, and after the slow break, the trailer is Sergeant Sinatra. To the far turn they go, it's Frisson, in front by half a length. On the outside, cut him loose from between Breezer. Happy inside, it's the first race favorite, Painted Blue. He's racing in fourth, he needs a little racing room. Getting started on the outside is Happy Flyer, 2 back to Sergeant Sinatra and Decisive Pride. Field of 7 separated by 5 lengths, a quarter of a mile remains. Cut him loose, bids up on the outside of Frisson. Painted Blue at the inside, then Breezer trying to run home from the back, Sergeant Sinatra. Off the turn in the stretch drive, Morelos and Frisson still have the lead. Cut him loose, tries another time on the outside toward the rail. It's Painted Blue down the center and Breezer, but through it all, Frisson is up to the task. Frisson, a gate-to-wire winner of the Saturday opener. He won by 2.5. Painted Blue is up for second. Breezer ran third. Cut him loose is fourth in 57 flat. They're off. Slight bobble at the break from Sunday Song. On the far outside, Loyal Clement wins the break, but George is Important is rushing to challenge. In between horses, Hard Scholar away in the top flight. At the rail, that's Blazing Tyreek. Away fifth is Plex, a gap of 2.5 to Flat Cap, who races inside of Sunday Song. He's way out in the center. Toward the back of the field are Fight Till Dawn, and Lieutenant Severidi is at the back of the field. They head to the half-mile point. Up front, it's a scrum for the advantage, and at the rail, Blazing Tyreek is moved through inside of George is Important to take a clear lead. Third is Hard Scholar, fourth at the inside is Plex. Out wide is Loyal Clement. On from 6, it's Flat Cap. Improving with an inside lane goes Fight Till Dawn. Then Sunday Song, still well back to 1 Saratoga and Lieutenant Severide. They're under the top of the stretch, 5/16 from home. Blazing Tyreek and Micah Husbands were aggressive early, and they lead at the top of the stretch for the 46 and 4 half-mile speed. From the outside, Loyal Clement tries to continue on with it. On his back is Fight Till Dawn. Plex tries to slide through at the rail. Off the turn in the stretch drive, they're 1/8 of a mile from home. It's Blazing Tyreek with a host of pursuers. Plex toward the inside, finishing off down the center. Fight Till Dawn. Loyal Clement's flattening out. Fight Till Dawn's the one gaining ground. Does he have enough time? Blazing Tyreek. Fight Till Dawn's getting up. Fight Till Dawn in front. Blazing Tyreek was second. Third was Plex. Up fourth, Flat Cap in 1:19 and 2.
Jackie's Warrior quickly in front here by 2 lengths. Here comes Jackie's Warrior up the inside to take over the lead from Life is Good. And Jackie's Warrior remains undefeated here at Saratoga, and he wins an unprecedented Grade 1 stakes at the Spa for the 3rd straight season.
Any success that we've enjoyed is directly attributable to the men and women who first bring horses to us to sell. You got to have good product. If we're able to attract quality horses to our sale with quality men and women selling them, we're going to have good sales. Everything that we do is going to be to achieve success tomorrow by doing things right today. It's a commitment to get up and do the right thing every day in a consistent and a professional fashion, and that's a great recipe for success long term.
And they're off. Good start for Edith. The race favorite heads off for the early lead. She's going to try to clear, too, from Charlie's Beauty, who's away in second, but Edith does clear. She's a length and a half in front. Charlie's Beauty is second from Any Moment, who's reined back to run off the speed. Stewbold's between horses. Nana Nana Boo Boo's on the outside. Then it's Instagram Girl and Xenon held up at the back of the field as they run to the far turn. It's Edith at odds on, in front by a length and a quarter. Second is Any Moment. Charlie's Beauty is on the inside, and three wide Stewbold. Xenon is next, working clear of Instagram Girl and Nana Nana Boo Boo. They reached the top of the stretch. The opening quarter was just 22-1. Edith rolling with a 2.5 length head start on the others. Second is Any Moment. Third is Stewbold. Xenon is next as Charlie's Beauty's not kicking on. In fact, they're all going to have to do some serious running if they want to beat the favorite. Off the turn in the stretch drive, and Edith has kicked away. She's kicked away now by 6. Any Moment is second, but she's trying to hold off Xenon, who's moving through at the rail. Then it's Stewbold, but it's all Edith. Edith and jockey Micah Husbands geared down, wrapped up, and 7 lengths to the good. Any Moment was second. Stewbold ran third. Xenon is fourth. Then Charlie's Beauty in 103-3. And they're off. Terrible start for Shades of Jade. Excellent start for Me So Spicy, and she's going to make an even easier lead than last time. She's a length and a half in front. From the center of the track, it's Bourbon Milk Punch in the yellow cap, and moving up toward the inside, Vacoma's War won't be far away. Splitting them is Liska Bianca. Out the back early, Princess Chloe and Shades of Jade. The two favorites are 1-2 with Me So Spicy, clear a length and a half. Bourbon Milk Punch tries to go after her second, 2 back to the inside, Vacoma's War third. Outside Liska Bianca, 2 back to the inside and Shades of Jade, and the trailer is Princess Chloe. A quarter of a mile remains. Edwin Gonzalez is animated on Bourbon Milk Punch. Meanwhile, Zayas hasn't moved on Me So Spicy. Off the turn and the stretch drive, Me So Spicy, roused on the top end to kick. Kick she does. She's 3 in front. Shades of Jade had a terrible start, and she's very green, but she's trying to get into second. But at 3-5, Me So Spicy, a dominant 4th race winner. Shades of Jade is 1 for the list, as she ran well in second. Up for third was Liska Bianca. Back to 4th went Bourbon Milk Punch in 56 flat. And they're off. Chloe's Toy, the favorite, was away quickly. Not quicker than Minxie, though, and Minxie fires up for a length advantage. Chloe's Toy is second from Fields of Green in third. Shuffling back is Noble Dreamer. Trying to hold the rail is Sonnet's Name, but she has to slam on the brakes as they chase Minxie with half a mile to go. It's Minxie in front. Chloe's Toy is second. Toward the inside, Fields of Green is now third. Founders Day is up to 4th. Then Fair Hope Curly in front of Noble Dreamer. 2 back to Dove in Charge ahead of Sonnet's Name. Sonnet's Name toward the back of the field, but the trailer is Avatar Hero. They round the far turn and pass the 5/16. Founders Day with a big 3-wide bid to take on Minxie and Chloe's Toy. Fields of Green looking to get out from behind the heels of these top 3. Then Fair Hope Curly on the far outside, Noble Dreamer, and they're on their way home. From between horses, Chloe's Toy is up to take command. Outside, Founders Day runs at her from second, and Founders Day now shoves ahead in front. Right back at her is Chloe's Toy. Chloe's Toy's game! Chloe just took the lead again. Fields of Green tries to get the last call, but Chloe's Toy turned the ball away. Chloe's Toy beats Founders Day. Third was Fields of Green in 105-1.
At the Thoroughbred Aftercare Alliance, we believe in giving every thoroughbred a second chance.
And thanks to you, the owners, trainers, breeders, and every supporter, you've created a ripple effect of change that's helping these magnificent animals move on to new careers and safe, fulfilling lives after racing.
Every single donation, whether big or small, is contributing to a brighter future.
But this race is just beginning. Because of you, we have gained incredible momentum and we're ready for more.
Off in the Preakness. And they're off.
Victor Espinoza with a lead by 6.
On the outside, they go on down to the finish. Affirmed and Ollie Dart. Here's the finish.
Blue skydive.
Royal Orbit is a rocket now. She's simply hooked off and beyond them.
Photo finish.
And they're off. Good start for Restless Dreamer from down toward the inside, reaching out for the early advantage. Off a bit slow was Brown Sugar, so Restless Dreamer will concede the lead now to Taboo Mischief, who's up and around. Taboo Mischief to the top, Restless Dreamer is second. Newcomer Royalty Rate moves up 3 wide with Tree Seas Kai in between horses. Counterintelligence secures a rail run for Edwin Gonzalez in front of a headstrong Brown Sugar, who's up and over heels. Out deep on the course, Midsummer Mo, and that early trailer is Olivia Valentina. In the run around the first turn, it's Taboo Mischief at a giant price, in front by almost a length. Restless Dreamer tightened up for racing room, joined by outside running Royalty Rate. It's a gap of 2 to long shot Tree Seas Kai, who races from 4th. The team from 5th and 6th are Counterintelligence and Midsummer Mo. Lingering toward the back, Olivia Valentina, and Brown Sugar is last. 23 seconds for the opening quarter. The half mile was 46 and 3. Legit fractions put up here by Taboo Mischief, who has the lead. Royalty Rate in the career unveiling is right alongside second. Restless Dreamer is at the inside third. On her outside, Tree Seas Kai. Gonzalez choosing a path for Counterintelligence. He's got the 2 lanes secured. 3 wide goes Midsummer Mo. Then back to the rail, it's Olivia Valentina, and Brown Sugar is last. They reach the top of the stretch. Royalty Rate is on to take the lead. Travels pretty well at this stage. From the back, Brown Sugar is circling horses. Restless Dreamer wants off the heels of the leader. Paco works for a run on her. Off the turn in the stretch drive, Restless Dreamer charging to take on Royalty Rate with Brown Sugar down the center. 1/8 of a mile to go. Restless Dreamer roused forward, but Royalty Rate is kicking right back. Restless Dreamer and Royalty Rate. Restless Dreamer, Royalty Rate right back at her. Photo finish. Head bobbing photo finish. It's either Royalty Rate inside or Restless Dreamer outside. 140 and 4. Fire! Off and running. Bad starts for Rocky Seas and Pop Rocks. Great start for Slew Diva, who heads off for the early lead. Moving up between horses, Grand Golden Road is now second. Up on her outside goes New Diamond with 5 eyes on Michelle toward the top flight. Widest of all is United Forever as they stack and pack behind Slew Diva. Slew Diva, fleet of foot, but under a nice hold, leads by almost 2. 5 eyes on Michelle is second. Starship Legend is third. Pop Rocks trying to secure an inside lane. United Forever's on the outside. Then New Diamond, the favorites in the white blinkers, about 8 lengths behind. Happy inside Grand Golden Road shuffles toward the back of the field, and then it's a gap of 4 more to the trailers. They include Rocky Seas and Happy Sunday. They reach the top of the stretch, and Slew Diva tries to braven up. She goes to the quarter pole on top by 2.5. Pop Rocks, after a less than stellar break, is still in striking position. Second, 5 eyes on Michelle is third. United Forever is fourth. The favorite is tamely backed away, New Diamond, and they're off the turn in the drive. 1/8 of a mile to go, and Slew Diva's looking good. Her strides are shortening, but she's 5 in front. Pop Rocks is second. United Forever is third. Final 16th of a mile. Slew Diva is almost there. Pop Rocks is launching, but out of time. Slew Diva's hanging on. Pop Rocks was second. United Forever finished third. 5 eyes on Michelle fourth in 112 flat. they're off. From the outside, Rish Threshold gets the first call, but there's a host of inside traffic. Moving up to take the lead is Rowtown. Rowtown and Rish Threshold 1-2. Rain back to run in third is Candy Gray, and up on her outside goes Freedom Speak. She's 3 wide, but racing 2.5 lengths off the speed. She's a length in front of Golden Canary, then She Prospers, who saves ground toward the rail. Up and by her went Cravaldoro, and Sensitivity is last of all, with less than 6 furlongs to race. To the backstretch they go. It's Rowtown on top. She leads by a length. Rish Threshold is there second, 2 back to Candy Gray, third in the green colors. Freedom Speaks is on her outside. Then the team of Cravaldoro racing with Golden Canary. Out the back, She Prospers and Sensitivity. The opening quarter was 23-4. They have less than half a mile to go. Rowtown shoulders the load, leads by a length. Rish Threshold is second. Candy Gray a patient third. Freedom Speaks in the 2-path is now fourth, 3 wide. Cravaldoro is next. Held up in traffic is Golden Canary, then Sensitivity. She Prospers is being outkicked as they stack and pack with a quarter of a mile remaining. Up on the outside, Rish Threshold to take over the lead. Rowtown throws up the white flag. Candy Gray is loose for the drive. Freedom Speaks on the outside, then Sensitivity. Off the turn and the stretch drive, they're 1/8 of a mile from home. Rish Threshold, she has the lead with work to do. Down the center, here's Sensitivity with a late rush, and from between, Freedom Speaks. Sensitivity surging forward. Sensitivity getting up. Sensitivity springs the upset under Rajiv Mirage. She beats Freedom Speaks by half a length in 1:28 flat. They're off. And they're off. Decent start. Catalytic wasn't especially quick off the blocks. Cardinal was and reaches out for the early advantage. Out in the center, here's Princetown. Power Humor works between that duo, so the outside 3 have speed, with Who's the King speeding through at the inside. Back from there, it's Catalytic. He comes away ahead of only 2. They are Capitan Danny and Wentru, who's far back early. Out of the chute onto the main track past the opening quarter. Up front, it's Princetown and Kaylor Kingsley in front by a length and a quarter. From the inside, Who's the King is now second, Power Humor third, Cardinal fourth. Improving to take fifth, that's Capitan Danny. The odds-on favorite Catalytic is sixth, and 2.5 to the trailer, Wentru. They head to the half-mile point. Who's the King on the inside? Princetown to the outside. They're locked up heads apart. Cardinal races together with Power Humor third and fourth. Up on the outside, Husband starts to give the cue to the race favorite Catalytic. He just moved into fifth. At the inside, it's Capitan Danny, and still 5 to Wentru. Around the forward turn they race. The opening half-mile in 46-2. It's Princetown still in front. Princetown extends the lead to a length and a half. Who's the King is second. Hard at work is Catalytic. He'll have to giddy up from there. He's 5 lengths off the lead, 2 better than Capitan Danny. Catalytic's not firing here as they reach the top of the stretch. Princetown cuts the corner and tries to hold firm. Who's the King is second, 4 now back to Catalytic, who's just grinding home. Up on the outside, it's Capitan Danny. Through the final furlong, Taylor Kingsley trying to get one more furlong from Princetown. Catalytic trying to pick him up. Princetown's almost there. Princetown is there. Princetown, gate to wire. Princetown by 2 in the end from Catalytic second. Third, Who's the King from Capitan Danny. Then Wentru in 1:37 and 4. and runners away. Good start for Benny the Waiter, who heads off for the early lead. Insubordination has speed, moving through at the rail. Forever Now's on the go. Splitting Horses Magic Pathways not far away. Hope's Alive and Ski Bomb marching to challenge. In the charge to the first turn, Benny the Waiter a bit keen, but off the lead by a length and a quarter. Ski Bomb wide while moving into second. Insubordination backs off the race in third. Hope's Alive is a bit headstrong, a length better than Magic Pathway. Then it's a length and a half to Heaven's Champion, who races on the outside of Forever Now. A gap of 2.5 more to Old Marsh. He's a half in front of Authentic Legend, and the one not keeping up at all early is Holy Dancer. 23-3 for the opening quarter. They head to the half-mile point. They're chasing Benny the Waiter and Jaramillo, who lead by a length and a quarter. Up on the outside, Ski Bomb is second. Insubordination remains third. Hope's Alive is fourth from Magic Pathway. Then it's back to Heaven's Champion and Forever Now. They're within 7 lengths of the lead, working 5 ahead of Authentic Legend. He's dropped better than 10 lengths behind. Old Marsh calls it a day, and badly outrun throughout has been Holy Dancer. It's Benny the Waiter the target. Benny the Waiter has the lead off cover. Here's Insubordination to the attack second. Moving through and angling out is Magic Pathway off the turn and the stretch drive. Insubordination rallies to take on Benny the Waiter, trying to split them. Magic Pathway. Final 16th of a mile. Magic Pathway tries to get through. Insubordination is in front. Magic Pathway taps on the brakes. Insubordination in front. He wins by a length and a half over Magic Pathway second. Third was Benny the Waiter. Close fourth, either Hope's Alive or Forever Now for the high five in 128 flat.
And that's a wrap on the 10-race Saturday card. Back for another 10-pack on Sunday. And as I mentioned at the start, and I'll mention at the bottom, Rainbow Six mandatory day. If they don't hit it Saturday, the pool could be $5 million or more. You got to be out here at beautiful Gulfstream Park.